We filmed that in Michael's Jeep, and it was cramped spaces for Chris in the back.
Oh, I can only imagine.
we shoved him in the back. NRA show here at beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, and we've got Ernest Langdon on, Langden Tactical. Let's start with this.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you guys come from, and why are you so mad at the industry that what you're cranking out right now is just taking over? Why are you so mad?
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
He's approaching it like he's angry and he's on fire, and it's awesome.
Yeah, no, we basically we're a custom gun shop, if you will, but we're doing kind of production level custom things. And what we like to say is we're doing the things that production manufacturing just can't do. So they're building guns rapidly, quickly. We've got a team of gunsmiths that take everything apart, check everything, do what we do to it, and then put it back together. And they're gunsmiths. They're not, armorers or whatever. Somebody that was working.
I'm a gunsmith too. Like I go on my kitchen table and I've got a set of. It says gunsmith box.
So
therefore I am.
Yeah.
You're not that. No. So what else? Well, how did it start? Like, where did your background start, and how did your passion grow into this? Or has this always been a thing with you?
Yeah. Well, I've always been a gun guy, right? And I don't want to go into. We could talk forever about my background, military time, competition, all that other kind of stuff. But it kind of started with me when I was competing, and at the time working for Beretta. I was going to shoot a Beretta because I'm not a dummy, right?
Right.
And nobody was working on Berettas, so I had to learn how to do what I needed to do to this gun. And so as I was successful in competition, then I would show people my guns and like, dude, I got a Beretta. What, can I send this to you? You need to hook it up, right? And so I started doing trigger jobs for people, and then the next thing I know, I started a business of doing that. This was years ago.
Right.
And then I got hired away into the industry for a while. Like somebody came along and offered me money.
Talent.
And you should come work for us. And they, I'll never forget we'll pay you this much money. And I was like,
really?
I was like, oh shit. Okay.
I guess I'm having a career change.
I guess I'm going to go work for somebody else. But industry changed, things changed, and I started doing this again in 2014 was when the company started back up again. So
awesome.
We celebrated 10 years last year, and we've grown it. Like my wife has helped me crush it.
Oh yeah,
because she's the one that's like smart and does business stuff.
Well, and it seems like the last 2 to 3 years, it seems like there's been a change in Langden Tactical and the growth. And I don't know what you guys' plan is over there, but it seems like everything's streamlined. You guys are really pumping out better, and better. And you're expanding beyond Beretta.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I mean, and that's where we want to go right here. Is we want to talk about what we have right here. And I told Ernest, like right before we came on, I was like, man, you guys make good guns great. Like it's going from, I mean, not even great, but it's more excellent. It's above and beyond. It is a true custom job.
Right.
And you guys do that for a lot of different firearms.
Correct. Like the VP9. Like this is a relatively new thing for us. And we partner with a lot of people in the gun industry. We're not claiming to do this all by ourselves. Like this particular gun has got a Gray Guns trigger in it, right? And Gray Guns has been great to us. They make great stuff. And so instead of us, we're not going to reinvent the wheel. They got great gunsmiths there, great designers, very smart people. Right. They were coming out with this trigger, and so we worked with them, kind of went down the path with this. We had, triggers in the raw in the first couple of ones, and we went down and got it to where it is. So it's a great product, but we have the gunsmiths on staff that can bring these guns in, take them apart, like I was said, and then reassemble them. And they're gunsmiths. The important part is they're gunsmiths that specialize in these guns.
Okay.
They know these guns. This is not like, and I'm not trying to take anything away.
Someone who does a little bit of everything.
But if you go in and like, hey, this guy's like, yeah, I think I can do a trigger job on this VP9. I did one before.
Right.
Right. These guys have done
thousands. I mean,
at this point, not thousands on these,
right.
but these guns,
really,
20,000.
No kidding.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
it's because that's
maybe more
where you guys started.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm talking about the guns that have gone through the current shop. I bet it's 20,000.
No kidding.
With custom gun work, trigger jobs in a bag that we sell, and the guns that come through, it's an insane amount of 92s we've done.
So here's my question: so if a guy's sending a gun in, and you do that, what's he getting, and how long does it typically take? Like, I mean, because what's the turnaround that? Because used to custom gun work took a long time.
It depends on what they're getting done, because we have like we were
a
talking about,
list.
it's a long list of things that you can have done. I mean, you can kind of build it the way you want. Fastest would be maybe 2 weeks. Like if you're just getting a trigger job, it's going to be pretty quick.
Wow.
But if you're getting a slide cut and a Cerakote and like all kinds of different stuff, I mean, there's time. And it has to go in a sequence. We just can't stop everything and do that gun for one day, right?
Yeah.
So it's, that's going to take maybe 6 weeks.
Yeah.
8 weeks would be a wrong time for us. Yeah. Which
That's
is
still
fast.
pretty quick.
That's fast in the custom gun work world.
Yeah. When you're talking about developing a custom gun that you're going to take out and you're going to compete with, I mean, in 2 months, 2 to like 2.5 months or so, that's pretty quick.
Well, the difference is, though, like you can't go, well, I want a pink slide and I want a chartreuse barrel and I want this. Like we've got a list of what you can do, because we have everything set up to do that. You can't just go, and you can't bring us your granddaddy's 30-30 and get it, whatever. We don't do that. We do these things.
Yes.
And we kind of keep you, we put some guardrails up of what you can do, and that way we can do it relatively quickly.
So we're here at the NRA show, and we're talking to Ernest Langdon of Langden Tactical. Now, how many times do you answer the question, hey, you know what you ought to do at a show like this? Because you've got to have a ton of people coming in, hey, you know what you should do? You're like, what? But we do this so well. We already have it.
Yeah, we get a lot of that, and there's two different ones of those. There's, boy, if you guys were smart, you know what you'd do. We get that one a lot, but
how
we
about
also
just keep doing what we're doing?
Yeah, we every once in a while someone will come up and go, this would be really cool, and the funnier ones was like, what would be really cool? I'm like, that would be cool.
Oh, really?
And
have you ever had one?
No, we're like. And we're halfway down the road, so that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Like we've had that happens more often than people think, because we've had a few people like, I told you to do that, and I was like, yeah, you told me to do that.
But I was in the process of making it happen.
These things don't happen in a couple of weeks. I mean, the VP9 trigger work stuff, I got dozens of guns that have had trigger work on them.
Right.
We've been playing with this for almost 18 months before we were ready to go, okay, we're ready to do this.
Okay. So walk us through the VP9 and what you guys are doing to them currently and the processes that you guys were working on.
So VP9, a great gun out of the box.
Yep.
What we're doing here mainly is the trigger work. That's probably the number one thing that we're going to do. This is the A1, and they've made a lot of improvements on the A1. They changed the frame quite a bit for ergonomics, so it's got a bigger magwell on it. They got rid of that little groove in the bottom of the trigger guard. They got rid of the finger grooves on the front of the frame. They improved the cock insertions on the slide. They MP3'd the trigger bar, which helps a lot. And then we go in and we polish all those internal components where they connect. We don't just polish everything to polish it. We polish where things connect.
Okay.
And then we reassemble it. We put a different sear spring in there and the Gray Guns trigger, and then we adjust the over travel on the Gray Guns trigger. So that's what we do there. We've got backup sights. I'm a big fan of backup sights on pistols. I know
gotta have them.
I know people are like, you don't really need them. Until you do.
No, never say that, Ernest. You never say that. You never need those.
Yeah.
Until you do.
Then we get our optics plates from C&H Precision. They've been really, really good good to us. We've worked with them quite a bit. I think they make a great product. And then we have a lot of different optics versions. Now, this particular gun has a Vortex on it, just because we've been playing with those. We actually don't sell the Vortex.
Yeah.
They're
they're pretty
clean,
solid.
Nice. Yeah, solid optics. Had good luck with them. And then this one's got backup iron sights on it. So that's the big thing. I mean, there's not a ton of things to do to this gun because it's already pretty darn good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, HK did a lot of work there. But the big things are trigger work, get an optic, get everything all set up so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. See, making it better, making good guns great. Okay, now, 2 years ago, I was introduced to Ernest and his team, and it was at SHOT Show, and you guys were out at Beretta's range day. And so we stopped by. It was the last booth of the day, and I got to shoot one. I've shot Berettas a lot. I've shot them. But once you pick up one of yours, it's a lot different. You took from your days earlier in the competition days and you transformed that into creating what you've got today. And it's all built upon each other. What are you doing now? This is the 92 Elite. Is that correct?
Yeah, the 92 Elite or 92G LTT Elite, right?
Yeah.
It's actually, got our logo on the side of it. It's the Langden Tactical edition of this gun that Beretta builds. So you can actually buy this gun from regular distribution.
Okay.
They weren't out there for a while, but they're back out there now. You can get them as it is. Then we take the gun and we do trigger work, and we have a plethora of options to the gun. And a lot of people don't understand is that, nothing against Beretta in the way they assemble guns, but when you get like a gun like this is an MP3 gun with a red dot, and this one's got grips on it, which these are really nice.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Lock grips.
To feel it is awesome.
When this comes in, one of our gunsmiths, and again, it's done thousands, it's a gunsmith, right? That's been doing this for years. Completely strips the gun. Like, it comes completely apart because every single metal part in this gun is getting replaced on an MP3 gun with another metal part that has MP3 coating. Okay. So the slide's getting fully disassembled. It's being machined. It's being refinished. And then everything is being put back together again by a gunsmith that knows this gun, and he's going to check it and whatever. So
20,000 repetitious work, understanding what goes into it.
And so that's what makes they're looking like, why does it feel so much different? It's like, somebody didn't slap this thing together. This thing was built, and the spring weights, all of that stuff has set up for this gun, and that makes the gun shoot different.
Right. And it's not just assembly line work. Like, that's not what it is, and that's not what we're talking about. Right. And we had a chance to take it out on the range. Luckily, we've got Chris Serino on the range, but after the fact, I stepped in and I took some shots, and I'm blown away with both of these options. So let's see what Chris has to say about them on the range.
Okay, thanks. Here we are. My first time getting to actually shoot Langden Tactical pistols. I got two of them here. And the first one I'm going to talk about is the Beretta 92G Elite LTT, Langden Tactical. I love this gun. This does not resemble anything like the pistol I carried in law enforcement for many years. Buttery smooth. I love what you guys did with the slide, the sights, and your solution for mounting red dots on here is fantastic. Honestly, I wish it was double action only, because the double action is so buttery smooth. Now, I did notice, fellas, in the box, there are 3 mags, 3 18-round mags. Does it come with 3 mags? Because everybody wants to know. So let's give it a try. I haven't shot it yet, but I do want to shoot it double action. We'll see if I can hit the head on that plate there. Oh, yeah. All right, so the red dot's obviously off a little bit, but man, it's accurate. It's easy to shoot. Let's try it in double action one more time. Oh, I'm getting a little bit flinchy. That trigger, that single action is crisp and perfection. I haven't shot a Beretta 92 in I don't know, 20 years. So the HK VP9 is the next one, the VP9F LTT. You guys got a red dot mounted up. You got beautiful sights on it. I love that you can see the sights through the red dot. And what you guys do with the trigger, I'll never know. But man, that trigger is sweet. So this one came with 2 mags, got a standard 17 and a 20. So I put some in the 20. Again, this one's not zeroed. I haven't shot these guns. This is my very first time, so I'm excited. I like what you guys are doing. The gun feels good. Of course, it comes with all the replaceable grip panels and stuff. You can change it out, so there we go. All right. Oh, I've always got to miss one, don't I, fellas? And I'm sure there are details about these guns that I missed. So hopefully you guys are covering all the cool things, like what you've done with these grip panels. Back to you.
All right. So does come with 3
magazines. Yeah. All of the elite pistols. That was one of the original specs of the gun, was the that, and then we switched it to when we went to the compact and the full size. I was able to convince Beretta to switch over to the Metcar mags, which I'm a huge fan of the Metcar mags. They're just tremendous. I mean, I've used them for so many years, and there's a lot of little details there that make that mag better. And the real reason was we were able to get 15 rounds in the compact.
Okay.
Because the original 92 compact was a 13-round mag, and I was like, there's no reason this mag shouldn't hold 15 rounds. And we got Metcar involved, and we went.
And now you're there.
Yep.
All right. So, what he also mentioned the grip panels.
Well, I don't know. I don't know which one was on that particular gun. Was it this one, or do you know?
It was not that one.
Okay.
But those are sweet.
These are sweet. These are lock grips. The standard gun comes with G10 grips from VZ Grips.
Okay.
And then they have a very specific pattern on them, so they carry pretty decent, but the way they work is when you crank down on it with your left hand, it really gives you traction on it from it wanting to slip away. So VZ did a great job with that, and we've been using those grips as the standard grip on that gun since the very beginning, and they work really, really well. And that's probably what it was. These are aluminum grips here, and they're obviously, they're so checkered,
sweet.
And they look cool and all that.
Yeah, they look good,
so,
but they're functional.
One of the cool things about metal frame guns, right, is you can change the grip panels out. Like you can, I want to make it look different. I'm going to put some wood grips on it. I'm going to put some G10s on it. I'm going to put aluminum grips. I'm going to put brass grips on it. Yeah. You can do lots of things there that are harder to do with a polymer gun.
And that's what you guys are able to do, especially with the Berettas. I mean, the amount of work that you guys put into these is unbelievable. Did we miss anything on these? Because I know there's a lot of detail that goes into it, and maybe you could speak to the guy at home that's not able to make it out here at NRA. Mm-hmm. What that process looks like for a guy that's like, that's really cool. I'd like to have a custom gun. I've already got a 92. Like, what does he do? What does he need to do?
He's already got a 92, okay? He can send it in, and we can do trigger work to it. We can put a red dot on it. We can do all of those things. If he doesn't have an elite, he's not going to get backup sights, right?
Right.
So if it's not a Vertex slide or a Brigadier slide, he's just not going to have it front dovetail.
Okay.
And there's no real good way to put a front sight. There's ways to do it, but again, no real good way that I want to stand behind to put a front sight on a non-dovetailed
Gotcha.
slide.
That makes sense.
But what a lot of people will find, if you look into it, they're like, you could send that in and do all that stuff, but you're going to spend a lot of money on a 20-year-old gun.
Right.
You probably better off.
Are you setting us up to buy a new one?
I mean,
that's what you should do.
I'm just saying, do the math, right? Do the math. What is the smart decision for you? Yeah. If it's like a gun that, hey, I got a special place in my heart for this one, and I want to shoot it more, and I want to put a red dot on the trigger job, so I'll shoot it more. I get it. That's a different thing. But if you're like, hey, I want a shooter, just start with a new gun. Don't
See, Ernest Langdon from Langden Tactical gave you permission to just go buy another one. So that's what you're going to tell your wife. That's what you're going to tell your husband when you talk next about the credit card bill, right? That's what you're going to say.
He told me to do it. I didn't have any choice. He made me.
He was there with KJ talking about this gun, and it looked cool, and it's going to shoot even better. Langden Tactical, go give them a look. If you are here at the show, you need to go by and see them. But where are they going to find out more?
LangdenTactical.com.
All right. Hit that site. Go check them out because you are missing a lot.
For more great gun content, subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. You can also watch the Gun Talk channels on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon. And of course, you can always find us at guntalk.com. Thanks for watching. Tactical.